GCF, the online platform for GATE Agriculture Engineering. And this is all about me. And friends, this is the derivation for small orifice. And this derivation is very simple. Whatever we have studied in our intermediate, take a small part, integration dx part and dh part at depth of h, and h1 is the height of liquid above the top edge of orifice and h2 is the height of liquid above the bottom edge. You can clearly see here h1 is nothing but it is the height of the liquid layer from the top edge of orifice. What is orifice? I think orifice is simply it is whenever we are applying, suppose we have a cylindrical jar and when we put some hole at the bottom of, not bottom, means some height h above the bottom of the jar, then the hole will behave like an orifice. That is our orifice. And when we put some hole at some height from the bottom of the jar, then the hole will have different heights, h1 and h2. You can clearly see here the orifice is nothing but it is something like a jar which has some hole at h height from the bottom or from the top. Orifice क्या होता है? सपोज हमें कोई ग्लास है, उस ग्लास में अपन बॉटम से सम हाइट h पे, मीन्स स्मॉल हाइट h पे कोई होल कर देते हैं और उस ग्लास में पूरा पानी वाटर फिल कर देते हैं. Then our water will comes out of the glass and the hole will behave like an orifice. That is the actual meaning of orifice, and I think all of you can clearly now able to understand what is orifice. And so it is in circular shape, so it has two heights, h1 and h2. h1 height is the height which is present from the top of the, suppose we are doing circular holes, then the circular hole has top and the circular hole has bottom. So the height h1 is from the top surface of water to the top of the hole, and height h2 is from the surface of water to the bottom surface of hole. मीन्स जो हमारा होल होगा उसके टॉप सरफेस से वाटर लेवल की हाइट होगी वो h1 होगी, और जो हमारा होल होगा उसके बॉटम सरफेस से वाटर लेवल की जो हाइट होगी वो h2 होगी. So I think you can clearly understand about the orifice, and you can see here now. Here we are considering a small element of strip. So area is b into dh, means area is length into breadth. So you can do b into dh, and the velocity, all of you noted velocity is equal to root under 2gh. And when you will do integration and you take limit from h1 to h2, you can clearly see that the limits, the height h limits are from h2 to h1 to h2. So you can put the limits from h1 to h2 and you will integrate. You can get 2 by 3 into cd into b into root under 2g into h2 to the power 3 by 2 minus h1 to the power 3 by 2. This is our discharge. And friends, this formula is very important and everywhere questions has been asked upon this formula. So I will recommend you all to clearly remember and understand this formula. Not only you have to remember this formula, but also you have to understand this formula. What is the h1, what is the h2. Then later on we will solve questions upon this formula. Then after you will get the things more clear. You can see the next topic, that is discharge over a rectangular weir or notch. Friends, there are three types of mostly weir or notch. One is rectangular, another one is triangular and trapezoidal. So the first one you can see rectangular notch. Rectangular, what do you mean by rectangular? It is simply in shape of rectangle. The notch, our notch is in shape of rectangle. इस हमारा जो नोच होगा वो rectangle के shape में होगा. That's it. So you can see that crest, nappy, and you pause the video and see each and every terms. So I am not going to repeat each and every terms because it is going to be a little bit lengthy. That's why I am only focusing on what is asking in the GATE examination, on that portion only. You can see here the height head of water over the crest and length of notch or weir. You can see the length and head h. Now friends, you can see the derivation and you remember the final result, because final result is very important. In case of weir or notch, rectangular weir or rectangular notch, you can see the final discharge is equal to 2 by 3 into cd into l into root under 2g into h to the power 3 by 2. whenever two heights are given h1 and h2, then it is going to be h1 का power 3 by 2 minus h2 to the power 3 by 2. Whenever only one height is given, then you can simply put h to the power 3 by 2. And friends, on this topic, a question has been asked in this year 2020 paper. You can solve that question also, and I will further solve also questions regarding this topic. And the derivation is, its derivation is same as the previous derivation we have done for the orifice. You can see here we have done the derivation for orifice, and the derivation for notch or weir, rectangular notch or weir, is also similar. So you can clearly understand it. Now friends, you see the triangular notch. Friends, triangular notch is nothing but, by name itself you can easily understand that it is in triangular shape. Triangular shape means you have something theta value, that is our angle of notch. And you can little bit do trigonometric operations here. You can see that tan theta by 2 is equal to AC by OC, where AC by H minus H, capital H minus small h. You can see here the capital H. Capital H is total height, and small h at height, small h from the top surface, we assume some surface area, that is delta H. And we will calculate the area of a strip. It is simple basic trigonometry. If you are able to understand, you can understand here, and if you are not able to understand, then also no problem. You have to remember the final results only, but you can try to understand here. Here we have considered the elemental area, a small elemental area delta H, and we have calculated the width of a strip. Width is nothing but the, you can see that area, for calculating the area of a strip, we will do the width into height. So we have assumed that delta H is the small elemental height of the strip. Now friends, you can see here that we have done the integration and we have put all the values. We have got the final, our final discharge value is 8 by 15 into CD into tan theta by 2 into root under 2g into h to the power 5 by 2. आपको ये फॉर्मूला बहुत याद रखनी है और बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट है. आपको ये मेनी टाइम्स क्वेश्चंस में पूछे जाते हैं. This year also it has been asked, so you can solve the 2020 paper also. You can go through that video and you can solve that question also. I have already solved it, but you can once try by yourself only. 8 by 15 into CD into tan theta by 2 into root under 2g into h to the power 5 by 2. And friends, many students are doing mistakes here. They are considering theta by 2 means tan theta by 2 is here, and they are thinking that tan theta by 2 is the angle of notch. No, theta is the angle of notch, and theta by 2 we have to consider in the formula. You can clearly see here in the formula it is theta by 2, and our angle of notch is theta. So whenever it is saying in the question, it is saying that it is a right angled V notch. Right angled V notch means 90 degree V notch. 90 degree V notch means tan theta by 2 means theta by 2 is 45 degree, and tan 45 is nothing but it is 1. So you have to understand this simple logic. Whenever in the question it is saying right angle V notch, then you have to understand theta is equal to 90, theta by 2 45, tan theta by 2 is equal to 1, and CD value is 0.6. So you can derive the formula 1.417 into h to the power 5 by 2. You can see here also. Now friends, you can see the discharge over the trapezoidal weir or trapezoidal notch. Friends, what is a trapezium? Trapezium is nothing but combination of rectangle plus triangle. Two triangles, one rectangle. You can clearly see here. One rectangle A, B, C, D, and two triangles A, D, F, B, C, E. There are two triangles and one rectangle. If you join together, then it is going to be a trapezoidal shape. So the height is h, length is L. Now friends, you can see here that CD1 is the discharge of rectangular portion, CD2 is discharge of triangular portion. You calculate the discharge for each rectangular portion also and for triangular portion also, and then after you add both this, because you can clearly see here that trapezoidal notch is nothing but combination of rectangular and triangular notch. So you join both the rectangular notch Q1 plus triangular notch Q2. And friends, many students get doubted here it is 2 triangular notch, then why we are simply doing Q2, why we are not doing 2 into Q2? Friends, I will tell you clearly here that if you join both the triangles, means triangle AFD and triangle BEC, then it is going to be in this shape. You can clearly see it is going to be in this V shape. Friends, we have derived this formula for V shape triangular notch. V shape triangular notch, yeah. So when you join both the triangles, then you can get a V shape triangular notch plus a rectangular notch. You add both this Q1 plus Q2. You can see here I have added and I have got the formula, that is our discharge for trapezoidal notch. Now friends, you see the next types of notch, that is a step notch. You can see here it is a step notch. Friends, this is very rare and very rare, I think 1 or 2 times it has been asked, but you little bit get an idea. If it will by mistake, if it will ask in your examination, then you have idea and you can able to solve the question. It is nothing but it is in step size, means you can see that part 1, part 2, part 3. I have divided it into 3 parts, and if you can see that each part is a rectangular notch. एक जो पार्ट है हमारा, सारे के सारे पार्ट अलग अलग टाइप का एक रेक्टेंगुलर नोच फॉर्म कर रहे हैं. सो वी कैन disintegrate it in terms of rectangular notch, and we will apply the discharge formula for each of the rectangular notch. You can see here the total discharge Q is equal to Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3, and Q1 is the first notch. You can see here that Q1 is 2 by 3 into, for rectangular notch all of us know the formula that 2 by 3 into CD into L1. Friends, you clearly see here the L1, L2, L3 and H1 and H2 and H3. That is the most important portion, means L1, L2, L3. You can see the first portion L1, the height is, the total height is H1 to the power 3 by 2 minus H2 to the power 3 by 2. Means we have to consider only the small elemental height. For second portion, means Q2, we have considered H2 to the power 3 by 2 minus H3 to the power 3 by 2. And for third portion, it is only H3, because nothing is, if it is given like H4, H5, then we subtract. Here nothing is given, only H3 is given. So we will simply apply the H3 portion. Friends, you see this question. Here it is given a 90-degree V notch is delivers 70 meter cube of water in 24 hours, and the coefficient of discharge is 0.6 given, and it is asking the head over the crest. So it is very simple question. It is a 90-degree V notch. So 8 by 15 into CD into root under 2g into h to the power 3 by 5 by 2 into tan theta by 2. So friends, sorry, here I have written simply the tan theta by 2. It is little bit minor mistake. So tan theta by 2 is nothing but 45 degree and tan 45 is 1, and CD value is given here in the question, that is 0.6, and the discharge is given 70 by 24 by 3600. So you can see here that 70 by 24 by 3600 is equal to 8.1 into 10 to the power minus 4, and you can calculate the h value, means height h, that is 5 into 10 to the power minus 2. That is our B option. Now friends, you see the next question asked in 2015. Here is superlative weir having crest length of 1.2 and the crest of water level. I think superlative weir is nothing but it is the weir which has the slope ratio. In further lectures, I will give you the information about the superlative weir. But here the question we have seen. So we will try to solve the question, nothing big, only one little bit concept. Superlative weir is nothing but it is a trapezoidal shape weir which has the slope ratio of 4:1, means the vertical to horizontal ratio is 4:1. superlative weir का यही concept होता है. Only it is a trapezoidal weir. ये एक trapezoidal weir होता है जिसका slope ratio होता है 4:1, means vertical ratio horizontal is 4:1. You can see here the solution. Here in the question it is asking the crest length. Crest length is nothing but the length of the crest, means I will show you with the diagrams, then it is going to be more clear to you. And the water level is 0.5 meter and it is asking the velocity of approach. So you can see here clearly the crest length B is given to us and the top length is T, and I have told you that for simulative here the slope is nothing but it is 4:1, means 4 vertical 1 horizontal. 4 vertical का होता है, 1 horizontal का होता है. Simulative here is only this. Simulative here का यही concept है. It is a trapezoidal shaped weir and which has 4 vertical slope, 1 horizontal slope. You can clearly see here, I have assumed the height h for vertical. So for horizontal it is h by 4. You can clearly see here in this diagram, the vertical height is h and the horizontals are h by 4. And the crest length B is our base and the top length T is nothing but T is equal to B plus h by 4 plus h by 4, means base length plus 2 times of h by 4. You can clearly see here from this diagram, the top length T is equal to base B plus 2 into h by 4, means B plus h by 2. Now friends, you can see here the discharge. Friends, when you put all the values means CD value 2 by 3 root under 2g, when you put all these values, you can get the discharge formula for simulative here is 1.86 into L into h to the power 3 by 2. This is the discharge formula for simulative here. I think all of you will remember this discharge formula because they will ask the question simply upon the discharge formula. They will not give you here. You can see that in case of simulative here they have not given you any CD value or anything else. So you have to assume that for simulative here the CD value is around 0.72. So you have to remember this discharge formula only, 1.86 into L into h to the power 3 by 2. And the length L is given to us, that is 1.2, and the height of crest level is also given to us, that is 0.5. So you put 1.86 into L into h, you can get the discharge 0.789 meter cube per second. After this you will calculate the area. Area is nothing but for calculating the area of a trapezoidal section 1 by 2 into base plus top height into h. So I have done here, calculated the area. Base is nothing but 1.2 and the height h is 0.5. So I have put all the values. I have got the area 0.6625 meter square. Now velocity is nothing but velocity is equal to discharge by area. So you will get the velocity of approach, that is 0.789 divided by 0.6625 is equal to 1.19 meter per second. This is our velocity of approach. So friends, subscribe our channel and share it to all the serious GATE aspirants. And friends, our motto of making videos on fluid mechanics is that you have to be very concise with the syllabus and you have to study the optimum amount, because you can't study so much in fluid mechanics. You can't going to cover the mechanical or civil engineering branch syllabus, because fluid mechanics is common to them also, and most of the books whatever we are reading are written by taking the views of fluid by taking the views of mechanical and civil engineers also. So I will try to give you the most concise and most perfect way, and you don't have to study less so that you can't solve the question. So you have to study the optimum fluid mechanics, and for that you can follow our video lectures and share to all the serious GATE aspirants. So thank you once again. And